Hey, welcome to Duane's World, the podcast. That's right, folks. It must be Wednesday, huh? It's kind of miserable and raining out, so I decided I'd just come inside and do it. I'm not using my backdrop or anything else today. I didn't feel like it. You know, I hear the pitter-patter of the rain on the roof and stuff. As always, subscribe to my channel. I can use more subscribers. We're at 405. Thank you very much to the extra subscribers who got us there. How about we hit get our numbers up there, keep them going. Remember to subscribe. It's right there in the corner, right there. Hit that subscribe button. Link will pop up. And yeah, subscribe, share, like, I guess. And remember, it's on your favorite podcast where you like to listen to your podcast the most, either Apple or Spotify or wherever else. It's on multiple platforms. Just look for Duane's World. It's out there. Today I want to go over a little bit that I talked about on Monday in my blog about kids being kids and how there were 3 reckless boys in Smiths Falls last weekend at the park, just, you know, trying for a little adventure, to have a little bit of fun. And I still say they did the right thing, and I still say that if I was there, I probably would climb up on the picnic tables they loaded and jump in, and I'm a 54-year-old goof. But yeah, no, the kids are kids, and I talked about some of the shit we used to do, like, for instance, like, jumping off the train bridge at Old Sly's, or the Salush as they were draining the water from the locks, or you know, Rito Ferry Bridge, jumping off it, or Dibley's Quarry, or the quarry, Cuckoo's Nest Quarry in Franktown and stuff. All the places we weren't supposed to be, but we were there because, you know, it was good, it was fun. Or the other stupid shit, like, I remember Derek living on Uplands Drive and us driving down Uplands Drive on his little dirt bike, and he was pulling me behind him with roller skates on. That was pretty fun. Really stupid, really dangerous, but I mean, it was lots of fun. Kids don't have to do that these days, though, do they? Like, I mean, they got the internet. They got cool video games and stuff, so they don't really do what they, you know, they're not as crazy and rambunctious and adventurous as we were, which is cool too. Like I said too, it's like with such a litigious society that it's almost, if you get hurt, people are going to sue, and it's going to cost people money, yeah, so that could be another reason why parents are a little bit more concerned when their kids do stupid shit. Our parents we never worried about, like, the litigious part didn't happen when I was a kid, and the only thing we worried about was dealing with our parents, you know, because if we got hurt, it's like the first questions they asked, did you learn a lesson? And if you do it again, I'm going to smack the shit out of you. You know, shit like that. That's the way our parents treated us. And it's so, like, I mean, we treat our kids a little different. We don't usually go and threaten to beat them. In some cases we got beaten. But yeah, no, I admired those kids for being adventurous, because, like I said, it doesn't happen very often. But they got such cool video games. Like, I mean, the coolest video game we had in an arcade, I can remember when Dragon's Lair came out, and it was the first, like, super cool graphics and shit, and it looked like people and dragons and shit, and it looked really cool, because before that we had, like, you know, Frogger and all those other shitty ones that they didn't really have cool graphics. Now the graphics are so real looking, they look like real people. Like Kevin Spacey's in one of the, does the voice in one of the Call of Duties, and like, it looks like him. It just, the cartoon looks like him. It's so fucking amazing what they got. So I get why they're not as adventurous as we were, because they just got more things to do. We had shit all to do, so we had to make our fun. Building go-karts and fucking jumping our bicycles over ramps and shit, and They don't do that. There is the Jackass generation too, right? Kids watch the Jackass movies, which are fucking phenomenal. I just finished watching Jackass 4.5 for the second time the other night, and I just got myself laughing. Way too much penis, but the gags were fun and stuff, and man, they really put some, like, Danger Aaron really went through fucking a shitload of torture through that movie. It seems Aaron always gets the shitty end of the stick there, but I mean, he gets some good stunts, but man, he had to have lost a nut with all those stunts. And if you haven't seen Jackass Forever or Jackass 4.5, get it and watch it. It's fucking hilarious. And all these guys aren't young anymore, and they all got hurt at one time or another. You know, Johnny Knoxville ended up in the hospital when the bull flipped him, and Steve-O ended up knocked out with the stupid treadmill gag. In 4.5, I can't believe there's a part in it where Zach gets pulled by a truck and he totally steamrolls Wee Man, and I can't believe Wee Man got up. He took him right out of his shoes. But man, that little guy he's as tough as fucking nails. But yeah, the movie was amazing. And I will guarantee that I watched that more than another once or twice, because fuck, I laughed, and I laughed again and stuff. So if you haven't seen, like I said, if you haven't seen Jackass Forever or Jackass 4.5, watch it. 4.5 is on Netflix. I think Forever's on Paramount or something, but yeah, fuck, watch it. It's fucking hilarious. I can't believe these guys are so old and still doing this shit, man. How do they walk after this? I just can't fathom it. But kids, do not do the shit that they do on Jackass. That's why there's that big warning at the start that you could end up hurt or killed or maimed, which would, I think, be worse than dying. But, you know, it is a good laugh. Another thing I want to talk about is I talked about the school shooting in, is it Uvalde? Uvalde? I don't know, Texas. Where I say 22 people died. Yes, technically that day 21 people died, but the guy dying of the broken heart 2 days later from his wife dying, I count that as another death as a result of this fucking stupid situation. And I've been reading how lax the police response was to this whole fucking situation, and it just doesn't jive. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, a teacher, the back door was opened by a teacher with a rock. The gunman's truck crashed into a ditch. The gunman exits with the gun in his backpack and fires at witnesses. Teacher calls 911. Teacher kicks rock away and closes the door, but didn't lock it. So yes, the guy's coming in the back door. Hope you like it in the back door. Woohoo! Gunman breaches fence, starts shooting from the parking lot. Patrol officer who heard the initial 911 call drives to the school, and he passes the subject in the parking lot. He's carrying a rifle. Why didn't he end it right there in the parking lot? Run him over with the fucking car, or shoot him. You got a gun. This all started. The gunman started firing at 11:28 technically, but he entered the school at 11:33 through the door that did not lock, begins shooting into a classroom. He fires off more than 100 rounds. 100 rounds, and there's still no police in the school ready to take him out. Then 3 officers at 11:35 enter the school through the open door and are followed shortly by 4 more. So you got 7 officers, And 2 of the 7 officers received grazing gunshot wounds, so I imagine they fucked off. But that still left 5, and this dude's still alive. There should have been no fucking hesitation. There's kids at stake, man. You fucking storm that and stuff. Then from between 11:37 and 11:44, there were 16 more rounds of gunfire. This guy really had a pile of fucking ammunition. The school posted at 11:43 that they were closed due to gunshots in the area. And at 12:03, 19 officers have arrived on scene and gathered in the hallway. A student in room 112 places 911 call that lasts 1 minute and 23 seconds. Another 911 call at 12:13. The student calls 911 again. And then the Border Patrol tactical team officers start arriving at 12:15. So there's 45 minutes of an active shooter, and he's still alive. These cops really didn't fucking do their job at all. They blew this all to fucking hell, and those deaths should be on their blood is on their hands. I think all of them should probably be fired and replaced. Just replace it, or replace the whole fucking police department. Go with state troopers or something. 12:21, the shooter fires again, reportedly at the classroom door. Officers begin to move down the hallway toward the location. Later, 3 gunshots can be heard at this time on a recording of a 911 call. At 12:30, the school posts again on Facebook, this time to say the students who had escaped the school are being taken to the high school on the other side of town for reunification. Post also asked parents not to pick up their children until the school notifies them that all students have been accounted for. Fuck. This is heartbreaking. It really is. Like, this timeline is crazy. At 12:43, at 12:36, sorry, the same student that had been calling 911 calls again and told to remain on the line and stay very quiet. The caller tells 911 that the gunman shot the door. The student on the phone asks 911 to please send police now. So this is 12:43. This is over a fucking hour since this happened, and it's still happening, and kids are still in there. There's still an active shooter. The cops aren't doing sweet fuck all. They're not doing their fucking job. And it's sickening. At 12:50, Border Patrol tactical officers using keys borrowed from a school custodian enter the classroom and begin firing at the gunman, killing him. Shots can be heard on the 911 call. Officers can be heard via the ongoing 911 call, helping children move out of the classroom. The student who called 911 was able to get out this time. So there's this story going around the internet. It's about an off-duty Border Patrol agent. He was off work. His wife, he was in a barbershop. His wife sent him a text telling him about the active shooter, and so he got out of there and went, grabbed a shotgun, and the news says that he went in and he rescued his wife and his daughter, but in actuality the wife had already left, been taken to the funeral home across the street, and he did get his daughter though. But it also had said that he was the one who shot the shooter, and he did not shoot the shooter. But he didn't actually go in the room where the shooter was. He laid down cover fire, I think, and apparently this story anyways. But it's funny how this guy took action like right away when the police waited over an hour to fucking do their job. Like, I mean, that's just sickening, folks. I can't understand it. But I mean, I also can't I can't understand how stressed out everybody would have been either. So, I mean, I'm not shifting blame away from the police, but pretty hectic. You're dealing with kids and you're dealing with an active shooter. deviation away from normal procedures would be needed. Now the police are saying that yes, they made the wrong decision when it came to waiting to ambush the shooter, and so there's big police investigations into this, and now the school's not helping because the school's pissed off that the police took so long for action and stuff. And I don't blame the school. Like, I mean, really, if you think, like, I mean, an hour with an active shooter and just kids, like 8 and 9 years old, or, yeah, 8 and 9-year-old kids and stuff, and fuck, it's just a tragedy, folks. It really is a tragedy, and I hate people hunting season. And like I said last week, was that was the best part of the COVID, is that we didn't have school shootings. But I don't know what those police officers were thinking by waiting. I mean, it's easy for me to be an armchair quarterback and stuff, but I'm pretty sure I would have went in pretty quick. There'd been no waiting. They had police training that morning at the school for shit like this, and they just, I guess they forgot how to deal with an active shooter in a couple hours. It's a shame. It's just an absolute shame. We've lost, you know, all these kids. There's a custom coffin maker who I've never heard of those, and unfortunately, like he had to make 19 kid coffins. I couldn't fathom this, but he went to each, he made 19 custom coffins for all the kids, free of charge. And Trey Gannon, he went to each family, asked what the kids, you know, what their favorite things were. So some were like little princesses or dinosaurs or Superman and stuff, and he painted them all up to represent what the kid, you know, what the likes and the kid really liked and stuff, which is, it's really a nice thing. And he did it all, you know, for free, and that's the bitch of tragedy too, right? And it brings people closer together and stuff. Why can't we be closer together without the tragedy part? Like, I mean, it happens here all the time, right? I see people shitting on other people all the time and stuff, yet we had our Dureco 2 weeks ago, and people all got together and they started working out. And another thing with that storm, by the way, I hate going back to it, but I was so impressed. I went out on Saturday, which was a week after the storm. There were still pockets of people without hydro, and on a Saturday morning, was it? No, Sunday morning. On a Sunday morning, I passed 3 Ontario hydro trucks in Smiths Falls and 2 hydro trucks from Michigan. So yeah, the Americans were still here helping us out. And then in Kempville, 10 or 12 more hydro trucks out there doing their jobs, getting people's things. So like I said, if you see a hydro guy, thank them, because man, they've been working their fucking asses off right now to get all the hydro. I think it's mostly restored. So according to this, 3,000 Hydro Ottawa customers are still without power 10 days after this goddamn power outage. And I'll tell you another thing, my Bell internet actually fucking sucks, giant donkey dick. I cannot believe how terrible it's been. I'm gonna have to call them. And one thing I hate is talking to these companies on the phone, because they're just a pain in the ass. I should be able to do everything with email, and that's the thing too with this new technology and shit. We've lost that want to be on the phone. But yeah, no, so I'm gonna have to call Bell, say what the fuck is going on with my goddamn internet. Smarten the fuck up. I'm paying for I think 25 gig download or some fucking, or 25 megabyte download, and I'm getting like 3. It's fucking awful. Thank God I kept my Explorer Net too, because it's actually been working. It's been flying lately. But yeah, no, so I'm pretty sure Bell's going to blame the storm. I think we're going to cut it here. I don't know how long I've got or how much I've done today, but sorry if I'm wandering all over the place. But I'm going on a trip tomorrow, a long 15-hour drive. Haven't went on a trip in like 5 or 6 years, so this is kind of freaking me out a little. I'm looking forward to it and stuff, and I think that's why I'm a little scatterbrained today. Not that I'm not scatterbrained every day, but you know. Anyway, subscribe to my channel. We can always use more subscribers, right? We're at 405. Let's see if we can get those numbers up. Again, it's on Spotify, on Apple. Share, subscribe, share, like, bang the bell if you want. Take care of yourselves. Have yourselves a great week. I'll be back next Wednesday. Conversation about the road trip I'm about to go on and embark on for 5 days. So yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll see what other news pops up next week. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And most important thing in life, don't be a fucking asshole.